before we get started, let's give a round of applause to these students. They're going to win all of these awards tonight. We're so happy to have you here live. It's so nice to be back, seeing people's faces and being able to do these great awards programs face-to-face. So we appreciate having all of you here tonight. Tonight we see the incredible generosity of families, businesses, scholarship funds, and many organizational donations put to work to benefit the futures of our graduates in the class of 2022. We truly recognize the special nature of the Fort Washington community, and we are truly grateful for its collective generosity. Just a few details about tonight. Awards are given and distributed in several ways to members of the class of 2022. They're either mailed directly to students, or they're mailed directly to colleges and universities if that is written into the guidelines for the awards. And some will be distributed along with diplomas on graduation day. So we have a dozen or so that are not being mailed, and we'll give them to the graduates with their diploma on graduation day. So in very few instances, so don't worry presenters, there are no envelopes to be passed or anything like this. We're here to recognize the winners of all of these great awards and to hear a little bit about them, particularly from our community and family presenters. I would say about half of the awards are being presented by the donors of these generous awards. So I'd like to introduce a few people up here on the stage tonight. We want to particularly thank Dr. Michael Hines, our superintendent of schools, and Mr. Paul Sonic. I'll go in order of people up here. Kristen Anesis, who is the assistant principal for the class of 2022. And to my right is Lori Director, the Director of Guidance for the district. I have to recognize the fact that the guidance office and the clerical employees in the guidance office, as well as Lori and the guidance counselors, all put a tremendous amount of time into selecting the recipients, as well as preparing tonight's program. So we truly appreciate that. So without further ado, we begin. I do want to mention that at the end, on your way out, we will be replacing the programs that you have in front of you that have no names on them with piles of programs that have all the names in them. So you can take one home for your scrapbooks and also for your records. So we're going to start by calling up Ellen Cohen to call the first award from the Beacon Hill Women's Club. Number one on the board.
Representing the Beacon Hill Women's Club. Some 70 years ago, the Beacon Hill Women's Club began fundraising with a mission to support Schreiber High School seniors on their way to college. We are pleased to have chosen 2 exemplary students this year who have worked hard and have helped others, demonstrating their strong character. We wish them well as they go forward and undoubtedly leave their mark on the world. Would Samantha Saldano and Roger Escobar please come forward to accept their awards?
like to call Donna Robertson for the next award, the Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty Scholarship.
Good evening. I'm so happy to be here and welcome you all. We are very excited to present our first annual Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty Scholarship. My name is Donna Robertson, and I'm the sales manager of the Daniel Gale Port Washington office. As our company proudly celebrates our 100th anniversary this year, we reflect our commitment to helping build and serve our local communities for the past century. For over 30 years, Daniel Gale has been serving our community of Port Washington in a town that has played an important and heartwarming part in many of our lives, serving as the backdrop to the place that many of us grew up in, currently live in, raised our children, and work every day. In fact, it's likely that we listed and sold the very houses you live in. In honor of our admiration for the town of Port Washington, we are proud to give back to two very deserving students by presenting them with the Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty Scholarship. All contributions were made from the agents in our Port Washington office who are dedicated to helping build a strong foundation for those students to reach their potential. Today marks a special day for our scholarship recipients as they take the first step toward a new and exciting journey. Over the years, the knowledge they receive will change their lives and pave the way for immense opportunities. Our first recipient is Melanie Sanchez. Our second recipient, Angelina Levine.
At this time, I'd like to call the family of Dr. Joan Bester to the stage to announce the next award, the Dr. Joan Bester Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you for having us. Dr. Joan B. Bester was a school psychologist here at Schreiber for over 14 years. Before that, she was a school psychologist at the Herricks High School. She was a wonderful woman, and she was a fabulous wife and mother, and a true member of this community. Our office here at Schreiber is always a haven for students who could find relaxation, a place to get away from their stresses, a place they could play with some of her Yankee bobbleheads, or work with the little tiny Zen rock garden that some of you in the audience may even remember. Joan was always concerned with the development of children and children reaching their full potential. We asked applicants for this award to write a short essay entitled "Where I've Been and Where I'm Going." It was just heartwarming to read these essays about their reflections about Dr. Bester and their plans for the future, and always beautiful plans of really being involved in their communities and really contributing to the world. So it gives us great pleasure in this inaugural year of this award to award 3 recipients. Molly will tell you who they are.
The first recipient is Lily Roth. The next recipient is Thomas Pizzella. And the final recipient is Hallie Nissenbaum.
Those of us who knew and loved Dr. Bester, being Mr. Okay, the Long Island Blood Services Scholarship, sponsored by the New York Blood Center, is awarded to a student who volunteers the most time to our blood drives. This year, the award goes to Olivia Johnson. We will make certain that Olivia is informed. And now I'd like to call to the podium the Neuwirth family to announce the next scholarship, the Neuwirth Language Scholarship.
So my wife, Sandra, and I are big believers in the value and the power of learning foreign languages. We're also grateful that our town, this school, has such an amazing language department. And I say that not just because Sandra is a French teacher in the language department, but because we had 3 kids, one still going through the language department here at Schreiber. And so we're honored to be able to participate in the community awards and do this award for the language department. So I'll turn to Sandra to announce the recipients.
The first recipient is Yoselin Hernandez. The second recipient is Bielka Bren Herrera.
At this time, I'd like to invite the Reisman family to the podium to announce the next scholarship, the Noah Benjamin Reisman Foundation Fund Scholarship Award.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephen Reisman, and I am Noah's dad. Our son Noah Reisman grew up in Port Washington and graduated from Schreiber High School in 2012. While at Schreiber, he was Noah's captain. While at Schreiber, Noah led other like-minded students as captain of the debate team. Shout out to Mrs. McLean, wherever she is. I hope she's still here. Noah finished in second place in the New York State Debate Championship. Noah was a member of the Social Science Research Program at the school and was the only student, I believe, in the history of Schreiber to ever serve as a student representative on the Port Washington Board of Education. Following Noah's graduation from Schreiber in 2012, Noah went on to Dartmouth College, graduated with a degree in government. Noah had a passion for justice. He enrolled in George Washington University School of Law, where he made George Washington Law Review and formed a lasting and positive impression on the students and faculty of that school. Upon finishing his first year at GW Law, Noah decided to move back home to New York and to transfer to Columbia Law School. During his second year at Columbia Law School, Noah was selected as a member of the Columbia Journal of Transnational Law. The worst of all worlds happened on September 24th of 2020, when Noah died in a tragic accident in New York City. Noah spoke out against injustice. He embraced and devoured knowledge, exploration, and culture, and always expanded his horizons and those of the people around him. And he learned and established the foundations for that here in Port Washington School District, at Weber, Schreiber, Sousa. Challenging others to broaden their own thinking, he never backed down from his spirited debate. His parents, friends, teachers used his intellect, eloquence, and empathy for others to defend what was right. Noah had an unparalleled ability to add wit and wisdom to every conversation. Noah was passionate about all types of music, fine food, and great conversation. He lived life with spontaneity and joy. He was always willing to drop what he was doing to support a friend or family member that needed him. Noah knew that life was a precious gift, and his greatest pleasure was sharing life's best offerings with the ones that he loved. We decided to establish a scholarship in Noah's name, the amount of $5,000 to a graduating Schreiber senior. And we'll do that for as long as we can do that, and we'll do that hopefully for generations and generations. This year's recipient of the scholarship is someone who we hope and we believe embodies many of the attributes that Noah had. This year's recipient of the scholarship is Matthew Halperin. Just a little bit about Matthew. Matthew's an amazing young man. He's one of the top academic students in his class. He earns high grades because of his interest in school, never in competition with others. He's articulate and independent thinker who makes strong connections with anyone he meets. He has a keen sense of observation and grasps human nature by watching rather than speaking, though he has a very vocal voice. He is the president of the National Honor Society, co-president of the Executive Student Council, and a mentor to the WINS program at Schreiber High School. He's also captain of the wrestling team. Matthew will be attending Cornell University in the fall. I have a check.
We're doing a limited amount of skipping around tonight. This next pair of awards comes from the Port Washington Education Foundation, the Don Schaefer Scholarship, and the Education Foundation Scholarship.
I'm Mara Silverstein, and this is Sue Hershkowitz. We're here on behalf of the Ed Foundation. The Ed Foundation provides funding for programs that enhance already fabulous education for Washington schools. We give two separate scholarship awards. The first one is the Don Schaefer Scholarship, which is named for a beloved retired teacher who, among other achievements, was responsible for creating the district's robotics program, which started as a small little club grant from the Ed Foundation. For this scholarship, we consider hardworking students who wish to pursue an advanced degree in the technological field. This year, we were able to select two winners. Our first Don Schaefer Scholarship recipient is a diligent and motivated student who came to the United States just 5 years ago speaking no English. While mastering a second language, he has taken a full academic and college prep course load and intends to be the first in his family to attend college, where he plans to pursue a degree in radiological technology. The Ed Foundation offers its congratulations to William Martinez. Our second Don Schaefer Scholarship recipient has an excellent high school resume. His course of study included a year-long 3D design and printing project, which led to many trial and errors, but through perseverance, he learned many important lessons, which will come in handy as he pursues a degree and a career in architecture. We're very proud to present the second Don Schaefer Scholarship to Christian Rafferty. For our second award, the Ed Foundation Scholarship, we look for a student who has been somehow influenced by a program or several programs that the foundation has funded. This year's recipient talks about many programs that she participated in throughout her career, most in performing arts, including dancing classroom, the blues, and the a cappella choir. This student described how these experiences helped her to expand her ability and to be able to express herself through music and dance. She specifically credits her participation in a cappella choir with helping her pave the way to her selection as a member of the Nassau Music Educators Association All-County Choir. We're proud to present the 2022 Ed Foundation Scholarship to Hannah Brooks.
I'd like to ask Carol Krieger to come to the stage now to announce the Noah Krieger Scholarship. Obviously, this is not Carol Krieger. This is Sandy Krieger.
I am pleased on behalf of my wife and family to be able to be here finally after 3 years in person to present this year's Noah Krieger Schreiber Times Award and cash prize. The award goes to the graduating senior who has made the most significant contribution to the Schreiber Times, working in conjunction with the newspaper's editor-in-chief. We set up this award more than 25 years ago in memory of our son Noah. He was involved in many extracurricular activities at Schreiber, including the music programs, the Battle of the Bands, and several sports teams. but he particularly enjoyed working on the Schreiber Times. He worked throughout his high school years on the paper, and he made his way up to be the paper's sports editor. He truly loved the Schreiber Times and was dedicated to its success. With that background, we are pleased to announce the recipient of this year's Noah Krieg Award is Samuel Nathanson. He's been one of the choice. He's been the newspaper's graphics editor for 2 years, and I'm told that with his keen eye and natural artistic ability, he has designed every cover of the Schreiber Times and has spearheaded a major website redesign. And even with the many hours he is devoted to the Times, like our son Noah, he has also maintained a fantastic academic record. His transcript is overwhelmed with A's and A+. And in addition, and perhaps most importantly, he is said to be an extremely cheerful, friendly, and responsible fellow, and a great team player. We are proud to present this year's Krieg Award for Journalism to Samuel, and we wish to thank him for helping to keep the spirit of our son Noah alive.
At this time, Adam Bernstein, please come to the podium to announce the next 2 awards, the Philip J. Bernstein Memorial Technology Scholarship for Women and Minorities and the Tibbetts Fund Scholarship.
Good evening. Philip Bernstein was a 2013 graduate of Schreiber High School. When he passed away in July of 2019, almost 3 years ago, he was the lead software developer for a promising startup company here in New York City. He was living the life. A nice office in Midtown Manhattan, making great money, and living in a beautiful new building in Long Island City with his girlfriend. I'm sorry, a bit of a downer. Philip died of an accidental drug overdose from drugs that were laced with fentanyl. Please do not repeat Philip's mistake. When he was here at Schreiber, and these are true stories, Philip was that kid who hacked through the school's internet firewall. Not because he wanted to look at anything that he couldn't get access to, but because he could. And he roped all his friends in, and they all served attention together. He was that kid who installed a program on the teacher's computer that made the CD drive randomly open and close. And when the teacher had no idea what was going on, he would step in and save the day. His antics made his friends howl with laughter. But he was also that kid who would fly to San Francisco to attend Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference. And he would notice that these conferences were made up almost entirely of white males. And he didn't like it. Even though he was one of those privileged white males, he did not like that the field he had chosen was not populated with women and minorities. And when he was alive, he actually started trying to set up his own scholarship. Well, our family, in his honor, has now set up the Philip J. Bernstein Technology Memorial Scholarship for Women and Minorities. This is our 3rd year presenting it, and this year's recipient is Amanda Kaminsky. We are more than pleased to be able to provide this scholarship to Amanda, who tells us in her application that she plans to use it to both attend the Grace Hopper Celebration, which is an annual conference designed to bring together women in the computing field, and to continue her work with Girls Who Code. This is exactly the kind of stuff Philip wanted to motivate. So congratulations. I am also a member of the local Masonic Lodge, Almanacport Washington Lodge number 855, and so it's my privilege to present this year's Tibbetts Fund scholarships. You may recognize the name, but Henry Tibbetts was born in 1872. As an adult, he lived in Sands Point, and for a while he was the clerk of the village of Sands Point. When the bank building on the corner of Main Street and Irma, which is now the Bank of America, when that was first built and opened, Henry Tibbetts was the president of that bank. There's also Tibbetts Lane in Sands Point, which is named after Henry Tibbetts. He died in August 1954 at the age of 82, and he's buried in Christ Church Cemetery in Manhasset. In his will, Henry Tibbetts left a sum of money to the Port Washington Masonic Lodge, asking that a fund be set up, be known as the Tibbetts Fund, to provide scholarships to local high school graduates. Well, as the Masons, we had a little bit of a conflict. We were thinking about maybe giving countries to the scholarship winners to run, since we all know the Masons run the whole world. But we decided we would let them go through college first. So instead, this year's 3 recipients of the Tibbetts Fund Scholarship are, and I apologize if I mispronounce the names, Christian Aguilar, a name you've heard before, and I suspect you'll hear many more times before the night is out, Matthew Halperin. And Kelly Interian. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call the representatives from the Smith College Alumni Association to the podium to call the next award, the Smith College Alumni Association New Community Scholarship.
It's such a pleasure to be with you all tonight. And unfortunately, my sidekick, Alexandra Trinkoff, couldn't be here. But on behalf of the Port Washington Smith Alumni Society, I'm also chair of the Long Island Smith Club. I'm so pleased and honored to be here tonight to give this award to Mia Steinberg. I've had the privilege to know Mia for a long time. Our kids went to Echo Lake together, spent some time during the summer in Martha's Vineyard. And I can tell you that, and I'm sure you know better than I, that there is no finer human being. She has such potential and gifts, and I'm told that she's a brilliant writer. She won the English Award, and Smith is so lucky to have gotten her. I don't know how you found Smith and Smith found you, but as an alum, I am overjoyed and the future is bright. The Long Island Smith Club recognizes the achievement of an exceptional high school senior matriculating to Smith College from our region. We proudly present this award to an outstanding student who exemplifies the academic achievement, leadership qualities, and concern for others that characterize the thousands of women who have graduated from Smith for generations before you. The student receiving this award embodies these qualities and serves as an example of scholarship and service and recognizes her exceptional contributions to her community prior to entering the Great Court gates. This award consists of a book authored by a Smith graduate. We chose The Feminine Mystique by Betty Friedan. Maybe you've heard of it. Published in 1963, and by some it's considered one of the Library of Congress's books that shaped America. I know you're into dystopian fiction, and you might find that there are some dystopian undertones to this book that we are still reading it in the year 2022. But I know that you will get much purpose and wisdom from this as you join the sisterhood. Congratulations. And I also neglected to mention that there is a gift card inside, so be careful. Enjoy your spending spree in the bookstore.
I'd like to ask Liz Griffin to come up and announce the next award, the Carolyn Heath Memorial Latin Scholarship. Very apropos that the Latin teacher here at Schreiber High School is making the presentation.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to present the Carolyn Heath Scholarship tonight. It's the first year of this. Carolyn was a beloved Latin teacher at Schreiber and Weber for over 20 years. She passed away last August. Her friends and families are honoring her with these scholarships. The two recipients, I'm going to do both at once, are the promising minds of Alexandra Veselinov and Natalie Parker. These two are extremely passionate about Latin and the classics, and I'm so honored to present this opportunity and help contribute to their futures.
At this time, I'd like to ask the Sacconi family to please come to the podium to announce the next award, the Christina Sacconi Memorial Award.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacqueline Zaccario-Guerra, Christina's best friend, along with her mother Jennifer and her twin sister Anne-Marie. We are here tonight to present the award for the Christina Sacconi Memorial Scholarship. Christina loved the game of lacrosse, which she began playing as a young girl in PYA, all the way up through her years here at Schreiber High School. She was an all-star goalie, having won the All-County Award in 2002, along with a 4-year scholarship to play lacrosse at Binghamton University. Most importantly, some of her closest friends and fondest memories were made as a student athlete. Christina passed away suddenly in January, and we wanted to honor her memory by awarding a Lady Viking who demonstrates leadership, determination, and sportsmanship. For these reasons, we are happy to award the 2022 Christina Sacconi Memorial Scholarship to Caroline Brandel. We wish you happiness and success in all your future endeavors, Caroline.
At this time, I'd like to ask Rebecca Hughes Parker to come to the podium to announce the next award, the Agate Tula J. Halperin Award for Academic Excellence.
Good evening. I'm Rebecca Hughes Parker, co-president of the Association for Gifted and Talented Education, or AGATE, here in Port Washington. My better half co-president Kim Kaiserman and the Ag board wish the class of 2022 congratulations on this exciting milestone and the best in their future endeavors. Ag works with parents, teachers, administrators, staff, and other organizations to advocate for the unique needs of diverse, gifted students and other advanced learners from pre-kindergarten through graduation. Each year, Ag awards the Tula J. Halperin Scholarship, named for our chapter's founder, to several Schreiber High School students who demonstrate outstanding academic achievement, coupled with passionate and dedicated pursuit of a talent, skill, or interest. We are also giving a book with tips to help adjusting to college life, so I'm sure you'll be fine. Thank you. And this year we have 6 recipients, and they are Hannah Brooks, Abraham Franchetti, Amanda Kaminsky, Matthew Pierre-Louise, Olivia Platt, and Kevin Taylor.
The Albert Sioux Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who embodies Albert's spirit and is as energetic, joyful, and respected by anyone and everyone. This year, the Albert Sioux Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Noah Corsido. We will share that with him at a later date. The Americana Scholarship is awarded each year to a senior who is community-minded and planning a future in fashion, environmental, or architectural design. This year, the Americana Scholarship goes to Bethany Akizi. The Anne Renfrew Memorial Scholarship is awarded each year to 2 students who achieve academic achievement at the Ivy League level. This year, the awards go to Hannah Brooks, and Kevin Taylor. The Ann Berman Scholarship for Vocal Excellence is awarded each year to a male and female senior who display vocal excellence. And the awards this year go to William Carmody and Anna Scott. And now I'd like to invite Norman D. to the stage to announce the next award.
The Baha'i Faith is a world religion consisting of about 9 million members worldwide. It's a faith that espouses unity, world peace, and justice. In this vein, we consider the most important efforts that mankind can be making now is the elimination of prejudice of all sorts, especially racial prejudice. This award is for a high school senior who is demonstrating a spirit of activism, accepting challenges, and speaking up for what's right. And in this vein, we're proud to award it to Avery Miller.
The Catherine J. Grimaldi Music Award is offered to a senior with a love for music and who excels in either instrumental or vocal music. This award is meant for the student to use in college towards future study in music. This year, the Catherine J. Grimaldi Music Award goes to Shio Saito. And now I'd like to invite Jennifer Scotto Robinson to the stage to announce the next award. Thank you for all you do for Cecil.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to give a shout out to the class of '90, because a few of us are here tonight. From my SEPTA co-president, Kara Christopher-Ados, and I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2022. Tonight, I'm giving out the Cecil B. Tinder Award. It is an award given out for stellar performance all through high school, and the recipients are chosen by the guidance department. This year's winners are, and congratulations, Lena Ching, Maria Moraz Osorio, and Karen Moreno. Besides the scholarship, you also get a gift card.
I'd like to invite North Hempstead Town Supervisor Jennifer DeCina to the podium to announce the Civic Spirit Award.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here tonight in Port Washington with all of you award winners and your very proud parents. Congratulations to all of you for persevering through very difficult and frustrating years. And thank you to the teachers and administrators who helped get these children through very difficult years. And the difficult years are continuing. Before I was a supervisor, I was the executive director of the Manhasset Coalition Against Substance Abuse. So, we are still in a mental health crisis, and we're still in an opioid crisis. So, as you go to college, please keep your standards high. Obviously, you're high achievers. Keep them high. Be very careful. I want to thank Mr. Bernstein for sharing the story of his brother. Because fentanyl is a poison, it's in everything, it's in all the drugs now. You can't live like the prior generations did and like they did in the movies. We had students die at Ohio State when they were studying for finals. They took Adderall studying for finals, but it had fentanyl in it. So Adderall and Xanax are only medicine if you go to a doctor and you get the prescription. So please don't. Remember your families who love you. Remember your high standards and keep living that way. You're not alone. You're not alone in what you did to get here tonight, and you won't be alone when you're there. And you can be forgiven for mistakes, except for fentanyl. So, what does make you feel better? Volunteering. Volunteering is something that is good for other people, and it's also good for yourself. And you might even get an award, like the young woman who I am very proud to give the Civic Award to tonight for volunteering, in addition to having very high extracurricular standards and a challenging coursework. On behalf of the town of North Hempstead, I'm proud to give the Civic Award to Amy Baxter.
Each year, the Port Washington Communities Chest awards scholarships to seniors to be used towards their pursuit of a college degree. We ask that we hold our applause until I'm reading about 21 names here. So this year, the winners are Christian Aguilar, Helmer Calles Perez, Dylan Campos, Jacob Chang, Alexander Eldib, Genesis Rivera Castillo, Kelly Interiano, Alexa Cass, John Marquina Amon, Elias Mavreas, Dalia Murtha, Milia Murtha, Holly Nissenbaum, Skylar Paul, Lily Roth, Melanie Sanchez, Samantha Saldano, James Trentelange, Catherine Wilson, Lynn Shee, and Alexa Yaragachi. Thank you, everybody. The Congressional Certificate of Merit goes to a senior who has an interest in history, local civics, and/or political science. The Office of Congressman, U.S. Congressman Thomas Suozzi will mail the certificate to the winner. And this year, that certificate goes to Matthew Hellerman. And now I'd like to invite Melissa Vesicchio to the stage to announce the next award, Curtis B. Trinko Residence Award.
Good evening. The Curtis B. Trinko Scholarship was created to recognize a Schreiber High School student who has demonstrated a passion for environmental issues and has participated in residence board programs over the years. This year's recipient of the Kurt B. Trinko Scholarship is Allison Mandel. Allison has been involved in the Climate Awareness Garden program as a participant, intern, and now teacher. She has helped build the garden into what it is today and has shared her love of gardening and commitment to environmental protection with dozens of elementary school-aged participants. She also attended the Youth Climate Summit both in 2018 and 2020. Congratulations, Allison. Invest in the future.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome Carmine Martina up to help me present the Daisy Bacon Scholarship.
Good evening. For those of you that don't know me, I was an assistant principal here for many, many years. Most of you are wondering who was Daisy Bacon. Daisy was a writer and editor in the 1920s. She became one of the first female editors of a major magazine. She served in that capacity for 22 years before devoting herself exclusively to writing books. She wrote several books, including a bestseller in 1953. Daisy lived in Baxter Estates with her sister. When she passed away in 1986, her sister, Esther Ford Robinson, with the help of her lawyer, Harry Mulberry, established a scholarship fund for the students of Port Washington. Harry was the first trustee of this scholarship fund, and the court appointed me as trustee in 2007. This scholarship is for 4 years. The following students received the award this year: Christian Aguilar, Roger Carius Escobar, Katherine Parsons, Helmer Perez. And Brian Sandoval.
The Dan Vera Moore Memorial Scholarship goes to one male and one female student in the top 10% of the class who have an A in social studies and participate in 2 to 3 varsity sports. The winners this year are Sarah Modi and Kevin Taylor. Art Center Performing Arts Scholarship goes to a student with a history of performance and dedication to performing arts. This year, the award goes to Jacqueline Burke. The Dante Award is awarded to a graduating high school senior who has demonstrated excellence in Italian studies. This year, the award goes to Nicholas Amoroso. The Douglas E. Larson Scholarship for Accounting is sponsored by the Lions Club. This award is given to a Schreiber senior who has achieved significant accomplishments in the area of accounting. And the award goes to Caroline Brando. Next, the Dr. Cecilia Escamilla Memorial Scholarship is for a Schreiber student, senior, who was active in the College Pioneers program initiated by Dr. Escamilla at the Weber Middle School. This year, the award goes to Spencer Lader. Congratulations, Spencer. Next, I'd like to welcome up Lori, Director.
Thank you, Ms. Anisis. The Dr. E.K. and Joyce Johnson Memorial Scholarship goes to a student who plans to study medicine or healthcare in college. This year, the award goes to Lynn C. The Edward A. Pickett Science Award is one of many sponsored by the Lions Club this evening. This award is given to a Schreiber senior who excels in science and plans for further study in college. This year, the award goes to Marissa Chacon. The Ernie Simon Award for Journalism and Communication, also sponsored by the Lions Club of Port Washington, is awarded to a Schreiber senior who has achieved significant accomplishments in the area of journalism or communications. And the award goes to Ileana McCullen. The George Mahoney Award for Fire Science and Criminal Justice is sponsored by the Lions Club of Port Washington. This award is given to a Schreiber senior who has demonstrated academic achievement and involvement in fire science or criminal justice. And the award goes to Daniel Alexander. And now I'd like to call Tina Fuchs to the podium to call the Haley Rose Fuchs Memorial Award.
Good evening. My husband Avery and I are happy to give this award for the 12th year in memory of our daughter Haley. Our daughter Haley died in 2011 at 20 years old. Her death by suicide affected her family and her friends greatly. And I would ask all of you to know that the Lifeline, the National Suicide Lifeline, is changing in July to 988. Very easy to remember. Keep it in your mind or in your phone and use it if you need it or a family member needs it. It's been hard times the last few years, especially for many of our young people. So I have to add that in tonight. But tonight is really about how Haley lived her life. And a friend of Haley's, Natalie Birnbaum, wrote a wonderful essay a few years ago about Haley's authenticity and her non-conforming ways inspired Natalie to live her best life. Natalie couldn't be here tonight, but she did choose the winner for us. And we thank all the students who shared a story, because what we did after reading Natalie's essay was we asked students to write their own essays about how they live and their experience and journey being true to themselves. So this year's winner wrote a beautiful essay about how a 9-year-old inspired her to show the world her authentic, amazing, true self. The recipient of the Haley Rose Fuchs Award for 2022 is Molly Tashler.
At this time, I'd like to ask Anita Sethi to please come to the stage to call the Happy Montessori School of Port Washington Award.
Hi, my name is Anita Sethi, and I'm from the Happy Montessori School of Port Washington. I'm here to present the Happy Montessori Scholarship to someone who was once a chatty little ballerina and who is now a mathlete, someone who codes and teaches others to code, a gymnast, and still a dancer, and probably still chatty too. Amanda Kaminsky.
I would invite Mr. Chuck Walker to please come to the podium to announce the Harvey Lewis Scholarships.
Hi, everybody still awake out there? Any class of 69s out there? Anybody that old? All right, hey. Harvey R. Lewis was a longtime Port Washington resident. If you ever bought any oil from the Lewis Oil Company back in the 70s when Lewis was down where Stop and Shop is, that was what he did. And one day I think my father convinced him to just give all his money away since he had no real family. So for about 30 years now, I think we've been giving away a lot of money. And this year, we're going to do it again. Each student gets $2,500 per year. That's $10,000 per student. And all you have to do is turn in your grades to our offices down on 14th Avenue. And so each year, just remember around July or August, turn in your grades, we make sure you're doing still well, and we get you a check made out to the school. And the winners tonight, Mr. Brian DeLeo, Christian Aguilar, Alexandra Papa, Malia Murdna, James Trentolon, and Skylar Paul.
I'd like to invite Eric Gewurz to the stage to announce the next award, the Arts Award for Excellence in the Arts.
Thank you and good evening. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Parks for Washington, it is my absolute pleasure to announce the 4 Schreiber High School students who are the recipients of the annual Arts Award for Excellence in the Arts. These scholarships are given to select students who have demonstrated a love of and dedication to the arts during their time at Schreiber, based on their merit and achievements across all genres and forms. Each of these talented and deserving students have performed music and/or theater, perhaps on this very stage, have shown skills in visual art and illustration, and so much more. We wish all of you a future filled with vivid color, vibrant music, much joy, and creativity and imagination. This year's winners, and I'm going to say all 4 at once because I know it's a long evening, Christian Aguilar, Hannah Brooks, Jay Longaro, and Samuel Nathanson.
this time I would invite Mr. Steve Kaplan to come forward to announce the next award, the Holocaust Memorial and Educational Endowment Fund Scholarship.
Thank you. It's such an honor to present this award. The HMEF, on behalf of the HMEF trustees, of which I'm one, our mission is the remembrance of the lessons of the Holocaust, then and continuing today with the atrocities today. Elie Wiesel wrote, part of which is, the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. And our recipient this year, Isabel Katay, wrote a beautiful essay, and she included in that the difference. Indifference is nothing. Indifference to hatred is encouraging hatred. And where is that true today?
The John Michael Marino Lodge sponsors an Italian Studies Award each year to students selected on the basis of scholastic achievement. This year, the award goes to Jocelyn Hernandez Lara. The Jan Havasi Memorial Award is given each year to a senior who plans to study nursing or teaching in college. This year we have two awardees, Selena Chin and Melanie Sanchez. The John Michael Marino Scholarships are awarded to students in Port Washington who have at least one parent of Italian-American heritage. Award winners must be attending a college or vocational school after high school. The award winners for this year there are 5 of them: Nicholas Amoruso, Michael Bischoff, Jacqueline Burke, Connor Malloy, and Alexandra Papa. The Joseph Giordano Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a senior each year who is an upstanding, community-minded young person. This year, the award goes to Nicolette Gonzalez. At this time, I'd like to call Julie Barbieri to the podium to announce the next award, the Joshua David Blumenfeld Memorial Scholarship.
Each year, the Joshua David Blumenfeld Memorial Award is granted to an outstanding E&L students who may not qualify for existing scholarships because their grades did not always reflect their true potential. As an E&L teacher, I have the privilege to witness firsthand the hard work and dedication these students exhibit as they strive to overcome the struggle associated with excelling in coursework in another language. I am so proud to announce this year's recipients of the Blumenfeld Memorial Scholarships. Brian Sandoval Sanchez, Hilmer Caius Perez.
Slightly out of order, I'd like to invite the representatives from the Rankin family on stage to announce the next scholarship.
Good evening. We are presenting this award tonight in memory of Danny and Janie Renfrew.
14 years ago, Danny started the scholarship to honor his wife, Janie. She was diagnosed with leukemia and lost her battle after only 8 short months. Sadly, 7 years ago, Danny lost his own short battle with ALS.
The criteria for this award is to write an essay about what Port Washington means to you. Danny and Janie loved this town and all of the people in it.
We are honored to present these 2 awards to Brian DeLeo
and Sydney Livingston.
I'd like to ask Jeff Stone from the Kiwanis Club to the podium to announce the next award, the Kiwanis Club of Manhasset Fort Washington Scholarship, in memory of Selwyn Jerry Rudnick.
Hi. The Kiwanis Club of Manhasset, Fort Washington was established in 1939. Our club is part of Kiwanis International, a worldwide service organization in over 88 countries. Every year, the Kiwanis family of clubs will devote more than 19 million hours of service helping those in need. Our mission and our passion is simple: to serve the children of the world, one child and one community at a time. This year, our club is proud to recognize the community service and the willingness to help others of 2 Schreiber seniors. Christian Aguilar. Next recipient is Dylan Campos. Okay. Thanks all. Congratulations.
The Lions Club Scholarship recognizes a senior who demonstrates through effort and diligence in their studies and activities. This year, the Lions Club Scholarship goes to Christian Aguilar. Scholarship is awarded each year to a senior who smiles in the face of their challenges, and this year the scholarship goes to Melanie Sanchez. Timko Scholarship is in honor of a former Fort Washington art teacher. This award goes to a student who appreciates the joy and importance of art, is likely to continue in college to engage in art, and is a compassionate, kind, and good person. And this year, the Lois Joy Timko Scholarship goes to Stella Shapiro. Next, I'd like to invite Michael Schipper to the podium to announce the Lori Maxon Schipper Memorial Scholarship.
Hi. The Lori Maxon Schipper Memorial Scholarship Award is named after my wife, who passed away over 9 years ago. Lori was a 1995 graduate of Schreiber and came back here to Port to raise her family. In the short time she had, Lori was able to achieve so much academically and professionally, and at the same time always prioritize her community, friends, family, and children. Our recipient is a senior embodying similar qualities to Lori: an outstanding work ethic, academic success, and most importantly, compassion towards others. Our recipient leads with strength and confidence, whether it's volunteering within his community, helping the school's National Honor Society, working in town, or playing sports. We couldn't be more proud, and it could not be more appropriate to award this award to Christian Aguilar.
Awards a scholarship to a high school senior who shows artistic promise. The Manhattan Art Association is celebrating its 75th anniversary this year and is confident that artists like this student will continue to thrive and promote the arts for years to come. It is with great pride that the Manhasset Art Association presents Samuel Natchinson with the Bert Lipper Award of Excellence. Each year, the Music Study Club of Port Washington awards a scholarship to a student who demonstrates dedicated involvement in the Port Washington School Music Program and has achieved a high level of skill in their music specialty. This year, the award goes to Sarika Israni. The Nassau County Community Service and Academic Excellence Excellence Award, I would like to call to the stage Daniel Alter.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you celebrating this amazing moment in all our students' lives. My name is Dan Alter, and I'm here on behalf of Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, who sends his heartfelt gratitude and congratulations to each and every one of you. I just want to pause for a second just to congratulate yet again, not only the students, the parents, but also the teachers and the administration, as well as the staff, because certainly we've come a long way in the last few years, and it just goes to show that when you put your mind to things, adversity, you can accomplish anything, and I'm sure each and every one of the seniors of 2022 will do the same. So with that said, it is my delight to congratulate for the Office of the Nassau County Executive Community Service and Academic Excellence Award to Jolie Baltic.
Next up, we'd like to have a representative from the New York Senate Trailblazers for giving the award, entitled appropriately the New York State Trailblazer Award.
Hello, my name is Betsy Golan, and although I'm a parent here currently of 2 students at Schreiber, I'm here to present the New York State Senate Senator Kaplan Trailblazer Award. She's unable to make it today, but she asked me to do it on her behalf. Several years ago, Senator Kaplan established a tradition in our community of presenting Trailblazer Awards to students who show exemplary performance in their studies and outstanding service to their communities, no matter what obstacles they may face in their lives. This year, it's Senator Kaplan's honor and privilege to recognize Port Washington's Trailblazers, and there are 4 of them. Roger Carrillas Escobar, Asher Charno, Olivia Johnson, and Sydney Livingston.
The New York State Comptroller Student Achievement Awards go to students who demonstrate academic achievement, leadership potential, and commitment to public service. These students devote a significant amount of time to our school and community. This year, the awards go to 3 students, Matthew Hellerman, Amber Kakar, and Joshua Triffelman Miller. We have 5 students this evening who are receiving the New York State Senate's Youth Leadership Recognition Awards. And this program recognizes outstanding students who will become our future leaders. This year, the awards go, as I said, to 5 students: Diana Benedicto Jimenez, Hannah Brooks, Dante Gidberlus, I butchered that, sorry, Henry Haberman, and Nicholas Redley. Now I'd like to invite our Town of North Hempstead Town Clerk to the stage to announce the next award.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ragni Shrivastava, I'm the Town Clerk, North Hempstead. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. It's a very, very special honor to be invited with friends and family and the entire school community to celebrate the achievements of so many hardworking, dedicated students. Thank you so much for having me. I have this distinct pleasure of presenting the Certificate of Recognition and Merit North Hempstead Leadership Award to Ryan Weber.
The Participation in Government Award, sponsored by the League of Women Voters, recognizes a student who is active in government and student council. This student also possesses outstanding leadership characteristics. The award goes to Amber Kakar. The Peter Vabulous Memorial Scholarship goes to one student who promotes understanding and cooperation and demonstrates kindness and respect for others. This student is also involved in school and community service. And the award goes to Skylar Paul. The Philip DeJana Memorial Scholarship goes to a respected, hardworking students of sound moral character. This year, the scholarships go to Bethany Akese and Katherine Wilson. Next, I would like to welcome the Slutsky family to the podium to announce the next award.
Hi, good evening. My name is Alyssa. This is Marjorie. We're here to present the Slutsky Memorial Award. We created this award 3 years ago in October of 2019, and it was created to recognize students who've overcome adversity and still achieve academic success. As many of you may or may not know, our son Pierce was diagnosed with brain cancer in his freshman year of high school, and he passed away his senior year in September of 2019. Throughout his 3-year battle, with the help of Ms. Rafferty, going to get a shout out, and to the teachers here, Pierce was able to pursue his academic course. Despite many rounds of chemotherapy, radiation, 2 stem cell transplants, he continued his studies in school, he achieved good grades and Regents scores. And even towards the end of his life, he took his Regents in a hospital bed on morphine, as academic success was very important to him, and he never lost the hope that there may be one day a chance he could attend college. Although Pierce did not realize his dream, it is our honor to have established this award in his memory and to keep his name alive in connection with the educational success which was so near and dear to him. So we are proud to present the Pierce Slutsky Memorial Award tonight. It's for $5,000 to Alexa Siegel, and as Pierce would say, Alexa, you are awesome.
The Port Washington Association of Educational Secretaries awards scholarships each year. This year, the scholarships go to Dylan Foreman and Joshua Kalinsky. The Port Washington Children's Center awards an alumni scholarship each year. This year, the scholarship goes to John Markina Amon. The Port Washington Custodial Maintenance and Transportation Workers award a student in good standing who participates in extracurricular activities. The scholarship goes to Daniel Alexander. Now I would like to welcome Eden and Morgan Block to the stage to announce the Port Washington Financial Literacy Project Scholarship.
My name is Morgan Block. And my name is Eden Block. I graduated Schreiber in 2016 and attended Cornell University and graduated in 2020. I graduated from the University of Pennsylvania's Graduate School of Education in 2021. I am currently a third grade teacher in the Bronx. I graduated Schreiber in 2019 and a rising senior at Williams College. I'm majoring in history and earning triple minors. We are the co-founders and co-presidents of the Port Washington Financial Literacy Project. The goal of PWFLP is to provide financial education and economic education to all students. It is paramount that all students are provided with equal opportunity to understand their financial literacy rights. We created PWFLP in 2017, and throughout this time we have received over 300,000 visitors on our own website.
We are proud of the many school districts and organizations we have worked with and communicated with before, ranging from some of the largest school districts in the country, which have hundreds of thousands of students, to local libraries like our very own PWPL. The most personal to us is the Port Washington School District. We're happy to announce our fourth scholarship winner today. Our scholarship winner is someone who displays academic excellence, a strong character, and many extracurriculars. The 2022 PWFLP scholar is Matthew Halperin. Please come up and receive your award.
I'd like to ask Julie Meyer to come up and introduce the next award, the Port Washington Green Outstanding Achievement Award.
Thank you. Congratulations to all the graduates and the parents and families. You should be very proud. I'm Julie Meyer, and I'm here on behalf of PW Green to present an award to a senior pursuing environmental education. This particular recipient plans to major in environmental science and pursue a career in conservation and sustainability research. PW Green is a nonprofit 501c3 organization focused on preserving the national environment right here in Port Washington. Our motto is protecting natural areas, providing environmental education, and promoting eco-friendly living. This is the 18th year that PW Green has given this award. For excellence in environmental sciences, we would like to recognize and present a certificate of accomplishment and a check for $500 to Katherine Parsons. Congratulations.
The Port Washington Harbor Association awards a scholarship each year to a senior who will pursue further education at either a 2- or 4-year college or trade school. This year, the winner is Wellen Martinez Chavez. The Port Washington Korean Parents Association awards 3 Korean American seniors each year who earn a principal's honor roll each year since sophomore year. This year, the awards go to, as I said, 3 students, Seok-Shin Nam, Sung-A Shin, and Nisong Sim. This time I'd like to invite representatives from the Port Washington paraprofessionals to come to the stage to announce the next scholarship, the Port Washington Paraprofessionals Association scholarships.
Good evening. Rita couldn't be with us tonight, but wishes everyone good luck. My name is Maria Karianis. This is the first year on the Paraprofessional Scholarship Committee. I have to say, I am blown away by the applications that were filled with overcoming tremendous obstacles, one's ambitions, and plans for the future, and examples to the way they hope to continue to help their community in the future. I came to realize that a scholarship is clearly more than a check. It's a down payment on our future. I am honored to be here this evening on behalf of all of my colleagues, all 240 paraprofessionals who are champions at the success of children. This year's Paraprofessional Scholarship recipient is an ideal student who is deserving of the recognition that accompanies hard work, determination, insightfulness, and intelligence. He is Christian Aguilar. Represents a student that has come to the United States only 4 years ago, has quite a personality, and has quickly adapted to his new life and felt at ease in the new country he lives in with his culture and language. He also is fluent at English. His name is Roger Correas Escobar.
Marilyn Gilbert will now come to the stage to announce the next 5 scholarships from the Port Washington Retired Educators Association.
Okay, good evening. It's very strange to do this in person, much nicer than being on the computer, and I'm so happy to witness and be part of this extraordinary annual outpouring of community support for our seniors. My name is Marilyn Gilbert, and I represent the Port Washington Retired Educators. I'm a retired PEP teacher, and parenthetically, I was a high school class of 1963, so I got beat. I'm old. Our Port Washington Retired Educators members include the administrators, secretaries, counselors, paraprofessionals, and nurses who were there for the students during their school years. Although we're retired, we continue to care deeply about you, our Port students, and our public schools. Each year, we honor fine students with grants to help them start successful years in college. Time prevents me from providing all the many details of the impressive individual accomplishments, but common to all of our awardees were characteristics mentioned by your teachers and counselors, such as curiosity, joy in learning, persistence, self-direction, work ethic, and making excellent decisions academically, socially, and creatively. And equally impressive was that each of you expressed gratitude for the teachers and opportunities our school district offered you. We are impressed that each of you reached out to make the most of every chance, and I think that's probably true of everyone in this auditorium, not just the people we are honoring. We also use this occasion to mention our colleagues in whose names our grants are given, to honor them for their achievements as educators and members of the Port Washington Retired Educators. A brief bio of your educator is enclosed with the award that each of our honorees will receive. Even in that short form, we hope you may find inspiration for your own lives in their stories. We're proud of all of your accomplishments so far, and you should be proud of what you have already achieved. We applaud the achievements and feel certain that these are the first of many honors that you will receive. Our first recipient is Chloe Anderson. And because I'm a teacher, I can't help but give a little report card. I even do that to actors. Chloe's achievements, to name just a very few, include science research projects, senior coordinator of events for the Foreign Language Society, active member of multiple honor societies, a number of internships, and she has time to be active in sports. I'm almost done with your report cards. Get over here. Chloe is a calm, poised, and determined leader. She's insightful, meticulous, focused, and highly intelligent. She's extremely talented and determined to succeed. In awarding this scholarship to you, we are also showing our appreciation for Chris Herring and all he has done as a Schreiber business education teacher. He was an excellent teacher and a valued member of the Schreiber staff. Great, get the next check. Our next recipient is Sadie Mandel, whose school-related credentials include memberships in multiple honor societies. She has consistently taken the most challenging courses our school has to offer. She is one of the top students in her class with an intense drive for academic excellence. She is kind, thoughtful, bright, inquisitive, articulate, and highly perceptive. Sadie's award is presented in honor of Dorothy McDougall. Dot served for many years as the secretary to the daily school principal. She was truly the power behind the throne. She was an excellent secretary who truly helped to make the school run smoothly and efficiently. Congratulations. Our next awardee is Molly Tashlick. Molly is one of the most fiercely determined people you'll ever meet. She has lofty yet attainable goals and demonstrates her ability to make it happen. Her academic excellence and grades are well earned, and she is organized in a way that promotes success. Some of her academic credentials include National Honor Society, Foreign Language, English, Science, and Math Honor Societies, Schreiber Times staff member, and additionally, she was captain of the Schreiber varsity competition cheerleading. Molly feels that education is her calling. Molly's award is appropriately presented in honor of Kathy Riley. In awarding you this grant, we are recognizing Mrs. Riley, a colleague of mine at Manor Haven School and an outstanding early childhood educator, for all she has done for her students' education and her colleagues. She provided an excellent foundation for learning for her young students, as we know you will too. Moving right along. I timed this. It only took 7.5 minutes, but it seems like I'm up here for hours. Fame is not my thing. Alexandra Papa is our next awardee. Her academic credentials include multiple Honor Society memberships, National Honor Society, Math, Science, and English. She has earned numerous athletic awards, including being named in Newsday's Top 100 player list, as well as earning Scholar Athlete designation. She was Schreiber's representative on Team Up for Unity, an anti-racism bias program. And she has also been a volunteer at the Mary Brennan Inn Soup Kitchen. Alexandra tells of the influence of Manor Haven's physical education program, which created an exhilarating environment where she developed confidence and passion and influenced her career path. As a phys ed major, with the goal of becoming a phys ed teacher, to be able to teach skills toward a healthy, active lifestyle. And Mrs. Reagan, named as the phys ed teacher of the year in New York State, would be especially proud of you. Alexandra is a unique and interesting person, never afraid to try new things, takes on each new endeavor with remarkable strength and perseverance. She is exactly the kind of student every school wishes would enter its campus. This is great. Alexandra's award is presented in memory of Jim Lyman, who was an excellent teacher of physics, which is a difficult subject, and he worked to help students achieve all they could. He was a valued member of Schreiber's staff. And I'll end with something a little different. This is the Penny D'Antonio Memorial Scholarship, which has a very moving origin story. This award is presented in memory of Schreiber math teacher Penny D'Antonio. It's entirely funded annually by Penny's present and former colleagues. The award was started when at Penny's funeral, many of her former students spoke about their struggles with math and how Penny helped them. This award makes sure that she is still helping students and her memory is kept alive. The recipient of this award is Vielka Brown Herrera. I have your report card too, but I want you to be here to hear it. Congratulations. Vielka is an extremely mindful student and individual. This can be seen time and time again in the classroom through her inquisitive nature and thoughtfulness during discussion. She will be a true asset to any college she attends. You go, girl. I wish to congratulate all of you here and all of our seniors, and you were so lucky to be in Port Washington schools.
I'd like to welcome Regina McLean to the podium to announce the next two awards sponsored by the Port Washington Teachers Association.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Regina McLean. I'm president of the Port Washington Teachers Association. I'm so happy to be here representing the caring and dedicated professionals of the Port Washington Teachers Association. It is my privilege to present a number of scholarship awards this evening. Teachers from a wide range of grade levels and disciplines served on our scholarship selection committee. It was a challenge to select award recipients from the many qualified candidates. We had many this year. So the following students have been selected for a PWTA scholarship in honor of all Port Washington teachers. I'm going to read off all the names and just ask that you come up as I read them. Amy Baxter, Julie Chase, Daniel Grausheimer, Ryan C. I'm going to pass them out first. Ileana Pekua, oh, I just messed that up. I'm going to try her sister's name, Talia Pekalin. Did I say that right that time? I was told it rhymes with King Cullen. Cullen, that's what I was told, but I think I just messed it up. Christian Rafferty. And Madison Shields. We are also very pleased to present a special scholarship in memory of a former Port Washington educator, Sylvia Cholet. Sylvia was a longtime resident of Port Washington and worked as a school nurse teacher, guidance counselor, and in pupil personnel services, retiring in 1979. The award was established several years ago by her son, Dr. Raymond Cholet, a former Port Washington student, in memory of his mother. It is awarded annually to a deserving Schreiber graduate. The 2022 recipient of the Sylvia Cholet Scholarship is Connor Malloy. Congratulations to everyone.
Please welcome Barbara Fatcone to the stage to announce the next award, the Pride in Port Barbara Fatcone Scholarship.
In the interest of brevity, we're going to do both of these together. I'm Fred Pollard. I'm with Barbara. The Pride and Port Committee, as many of you know, every year organizes a parade, a family fun day, a community dinner days. That's what we do, but it's not why we exist. Our true purpose is to encourage every resident of Port Washington to take some of their time and some of their talent to improve our community. On behalf of the Pride and Port Committee, it's my pleasure and privilege to present 6 students with our Community Service Awards. Sarah, I got to put my glasses on for this one. Sarah, never going to do it. Braunschweiger? You got it? Okay. Okay. Rebecca Gaddis. Gale. I've heard this one before, it's easy. Matthew Hellerman. Kelly Interiano. And Olivia Joan. There is no one who has done more for Port Washington over many years than my co-chair, Barbara Faticone, who will now present the Barbara Faticone Scholarship from the Pride in Port Committee.
I think I have everybody in here beat because I was graduated from 1954. So I'm there. I was pretty important. That's why I have so much pride here. I love Port Washington. And I just would like to, tonight, I'd like to present the Barbara Faticone Scholarship to a special young lady who has been so dedicated to Port Washington and has done so much, not just for Port Washington, but for her school. And then she's a beautiful little girl. I saw her twice tonight already. Her name is Amy Baxter. She's truly an example of pride and port.
I have to put in one plug. You're all invited to Pride in Port, which will be September 24th.
The Private John Michael Marino Award goes to a Port Washington senior who has at least one parent of Italian-American heritage. The applicant must have either served in the U.S. Armed Forces or is the relative of an individual who is on active duty in the U.S. Armed Forces or retired from the U.S. Armed Forces. The award recipient must also attend or plan to attend an institute for higher education upon graduation from high school. And the award, the Private John Michael Marino Award, goes to Christian Rafferty. I'd like to invite David Barnett to the podium to announce the Richard L. Boyle, one of my favorite math teachers, Memorial Award. The other is Penny Antonio.
Yes, Richard Boyle really was one of those math teachers that you do remember. He taught in the Port schools for something like 37 years, first at Sioux when it was a junior high school, and later in Schreiber. He passed away about 10 years ago, and classmates of mine, we had him for 3 years in Sioux as junior high school students. And that was rare. You rarely had, academic subjects, major academic subjects taught by the same person in all 3 years. So it was very special to have this man for our entire junior high school career. He had creative ways of teaching. He really gave of himself to volunteer time to help students through their math assignments if they needed the help. And he also loved sports. I remember extra credit questions on our exams for somebody who could rattle off the entire starting lineup of the 1969 New York Mets team. And it was, of course, the first year they won the World Series, so it was a big deal for us who lived in the area. He also played trumpet. He loved music, and he certainly appreciated all the students who participated in the arts, whether it was all the programs at the schools or other programs that were in town, like the Fort Summer Show, which started 50 years ago, and I helped found that, but that's a story for another time. We asked our applicants to explain a little why they thought they might fit this award, and the quality of the essays or the videos or the various submissions that were made were wonderful. But there were three that stood out in particular, and those are the ones that we're going to split our award among for this year. And those names are Alexandra Vasilinov, Amanda Kaminsky, and Hannah Brooks. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
The Sand Miners Monument Organization offers a scholarship each year to a student with a connection to local Port Washington history, and the award goes to Christian Rafferty. I'd like to ask Edie Katz to come to the stage to announce the Sands Point Garden Club Achievement Award.
Finally, I got to come up here. It is with great pleasure that I announce this year's Sands Point Garden Club Achievement Award to, I'm just going to get right on to it, Katherine Parsons. So Katherine is very excited about the environment, conservation, and she's planning on continuing her education in this field. And we thank her. She's going to make the world a better place.
The Schreiber HSA Scholarship honors student excellence and achievement to support and encourage a senior to follow their curiosity and keep learning. Congratulations to Gabriella Nicashian. The Schreiber Student Council Scholarship is presented to a senior who demonstrated outstanding service to student council as well as to the student body at Schreiber High School. This year, the award goes to Abraham Franchetti. Green Memorial Scholarship goes to a senior for the study of law or law enforcement. The award goes to Marissa Chacon. The Sumni Chopra Memorial Scholarship goes to 2 students who plan to pursue careers in the medical or veterinary fields. The awards go to Roger Carrias Escobar and Brian Sandoval Sanchez. At this time, I'd like to invite William Stocker to the podium to announce the next award.
My mother, Terry Stocker, loved music and was an active supporter of this school system. She was active in and one time president of the unfortunately now defunct Court Singers. She was usually a participant in the group's annual musical, often performed right on the stage. I first saw her perform here on stage in this very room in 1962 when I was 6. My mom was also active in the Music Study Club of Port Washington, serving as president and at one point also serving as president of the New York Federation of Music Clubs, of which the Port Washington Music Study Club was a member. My mom was also active in what was then the Parent Teacher Association, now the HSA, and a volunteer in the ESL, now ELL program. I'm sure Mom will be very gratified that we are helping Schreiber performing arts students in her memory. The Terry Stocker Port Singers Memorial Scholarship is potentially awarded to a student in any aspect of the performing arts. I understand that Miles Engel is talented in theater, this year's awardee. I also understand that while unrelated to the award, he's also a passionate student in history, which aligns with my own interest. Mom would be very proud to assist such a student.
We're on the home stretch. The Leadership Scholarship to honor past superintendents in the Port Washington School District is awarded each year to a student with a commitment to his or her academic pursuits and involvement in the Port Washington community. The award goes to Christian Aguilar. Christian, you get a double handshake from the superintendent of schools. The Triple C. The Triple C Award goes to 2 students each year who demonstrate the characteristics of character, courage, and commitment. This year, the awards go to George Kozadas and Elliot Talaki. The W. Davis Hegeman Business Award goes to a student who has achieved significant accomplishments in the study of business. The award goes to Abraham Franchetta. Memorial Award goes to students who participate in youth and varsity sports. These students have unselfish devotion to their teammates and achieve success in academics as well. We have 4 winners this year: Tyler Fazzari, John Marquiti Aman, Hallie Niesenbaum, and Lily Roth. I think we've kept you long enough this evening. I sort of promised the superintendent that this would end at 9, so I'm probably fired. Thank you all for coming this evening for this very special event. We are proud of each and every one of our students receiving awards. We look forward to seeing members of the class at graduation rehearsal next Tuesday and at graduation on the 23rd at 5:30 on Seaver Field. Congratulations, class of 2022.